Good evening. My name is Lindsay Foster. I'm the District Director of Athletics and Activities here for the South Kitsap School District. It's nice to see everyone's faces, and thanks for the being patient here. We'll get started. Just want to start out by, thanking our student athletes for their commitment to their sports, both off the court in their field and venue, and in the classroom academically. Want to thank their families for all the support and commitment. It's definitely an entire family commitment. As you're from youth all the way up, these student athletes have earned their place at the next level. Want to thank our coaching staff, faculty, admin, for all of their support of our student athletes and our athletic department as well. With that being said, here's kind of how the evening will go. We'll go one by one at each table. Starting here with Miss Emma Stamp, I'll call up the head coach of the respective student-athlete sport. They'll say a few words. Our student-athlete will say a few words. We'll take a picture, do the signing, and then we'll move along all the way down the line. And we've got a lot to celebrate here, so we're excited to share this all with you. So with that being said, I'll ask Coach Bobby Lawrence to come on up.
Good evening. So, real proud to be here this evening celebrating Emma. All three of my players. It's a really cool moment for us. This is what makes us enjoy coaching so much. As I look at the three athletes, they share a lot of common ground, come from supportive families. It's a lot of sacrifice and commitment to do what it is we do. All three are year-round travel ball players. All three are extremely dedicated to their craft. However, they are all uniquely different in what they bring to the table, and that's what's pretty cool about it. It's not just a cookie-cutter approach. So we'll start off with Emma Stamp. Emma is our senior captain, and she embodies an all-around leadership trait, both on and off the field. As my senior captain, I put a tremendous amount of responsibility and accountability on her shoulders, and I can always count on her for support. She comes, as I mentioned, from an amazing family support. Mike, Julie, thank you very much for everything you've done for Emma. It's amazing. Emma has a special story. Her being a year-round player, she went down with a horrific knee injury a year ago. And for most people, let me back up. On the last play of a game, she had a grounder and was trying to leg one out to first base, and just her knee buckled and away went her knee. Most players in that situation, it would be doom and gloom and sit and sulk. I'm not saying there weren't any blue days out there. There certainly were, but Emma showed the tenacity and the fight and the spirit to continue to move forward. The minute she was able to, she was at every single practice. She was at every single game. We empowered her with specific responsibilities in the dugout, and the value that she showed to her team in her leadership was impeccable. It was great, and it built her into the person she is today. So I'm very proud of you for going through that journey. As painful as it was, it really did help shape you to who you are today. She finishes her career at South Kitsap with a .425 batting average. That's 48 hits on 113 at-bats, 11 home runs, 41 runs, and 46 RBIs. Amazing job. She's committed to playing for Yakima Valley College under the tutelage of Coach Weatherly. Looking forward to watching her growth at the collegiate level. I'm a huge fan. Congratulations, Emma.
My name's Emma Stamp, and I'm going to be going to Yakima College to pursue my athletic career and academics. I would like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, and my grandma, Shauna Wright, Bobby Lawrence, and Kendra, my best friends and my closest family friends. I hope after high school, you guys just need to always believe in yourself and never give up. Thank you for your support.
I'd like to invite up CJ Scott for Abby Gilder next.
Well, I'm extremely proud of Abby. I have to say, when she came in as a freshman, there's obvious talent. And one thing that she battled a little bit over the years was confidence. And we worked on that, and all of a sudden, for whatever reason, senior year clicked. She had it. She was aggressive. She just became this amazing player. Started out the year on fire, leading hitter by far on our team. Great back row player as well. Just killing it. Then she had a bad injury, ankle injury, and she was out for 2 or 3 weeks. And she came back and never really got back to full strength, but continued to just play through it, work hard. Probably our most consistent all-around player this year. And I'm extremely proud of her and the fact that she's going to continue to play, and she's going to go to OC, and it's going to be a great right side hitter for them, and just a great kid and a great example to our younger players, and how to persevere and just work through injuries and not complain. Didn't complain once, just kept working. So Abby, congratulations, and I'm really proud of you.
My name's Abby Gilder, and I'll be attending Olympic College in the fall for volleyball. I'd like to thank my dad, my mom, my friends, and my coaches. And my hope for my teammates in school after I graduate is to continue to grow and improve and to try your best.
It's quiet here. Go ahead, you guys can go and hop in. You want to get a photo too? Yeah. Go ahead, one more photo. There you go, the family. Thank you. Kate Peterson, next up. She is on our girls golf team, and she'll be headed to Olympic College to continue her academic and athletic career. Coach Sparks is not here today, but wanted to make sure that I pass on that he's very proud of her and that she'll do great at the next level. So, Kate, I'll pass this on for you to share your words.
My name's Kate Peterson, and I'm going to Olympic College next year to play golf. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for always helping me.
Coach Bobby's busy tonight. Alyssa Barnett with fast pitch.
Well, I mentioned all three are uniquely different. Ellie Barnett is my silent weapon. Her demeanor she's so nice, so soft-spoken, quiet, but she's one of the fiercest competitors I've ever had the opportunity to coach. She's the athlete in the dugout that everyone respects her talents, but at the same time, she is completely approachable. She gets along with everybody. Comes from an amazing family support. Bon and Crystal, thank you very much. She's a very versatile athlete, able to play catcher, middle infielders, corners for me. This year, her primary position was a lockdown third baseman for me. Her career stats are 320 batting average, 39 hits on 122 at-bats, 24 runs, home runs, 24 runs, 34 RBIs, and 8 bombs. Committed to playing for Pierce College under Coach Mike Nelson. We look forward to watching you compete. Congratulations.
I'm Alyssa Barnett, and I'll be attending Pierce College in the fall to play softball. I would like to thank all of my coaches who have gotten me to where I am today, along with my family who has supported me for all these years.
It's me. All right, I have one more. Brooke Jett. Brooke's my maverick. She marches to the beat of her own drum. Has a tremendous amount of swag and confidence in her game. What a stud. Amazing athlete and the player that I can look forward to bring out the hyped emotion I'm looking for in any given moment. She quickly made a name for herself in our league, as she is consistently an all-league, first-team all-league recipient each year. Her career stats are 455 batting average, that's 75 hits on 165 at-bats, 12 bombs, 56 runs, and 52 RBIs. She comes from an incredibly supportive family. So supportive. I mean, Ron and Alyssa, I recall last year saying, hey, what do you got going on this weekend, kid? Well, I got to drive down to California for practice. I mean, that's commitment. Takes a lot. She's committed to St. Martin's University. They're a Division II powerhouse in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. She'll be playing for Coach Jim Peterson. Congratulations, Brooke. Super, super proud of you.
My name is Brooke Jett. I will be playing at St. Martin's University for softball. I would like to thank my mom and dad for their countless sacrifices they've made for me, as well as my coaches, past and present, who have helped make me the player I am today. I want to tell my teammates to never forget who they are, because they are special to me and everyone around them, and they mean the world to me.
I'd like to now invite up the girls' soccer coaching staff. So Shannon Grogan with girls varsity soccer.
Wonderful. Well, my name is Haley Martin, and I have had such an honor to coach Shannon this last year and a little bit of the year before season. She joined us. Shannon has been the #1 player that I've seen just kind of transition and growth through our program here at South Kitsap. She came in her first year making C team and built her way all the way up to making varsity her senior year and found herself as such a powerhouse on our team. She was probably the most composed midfielder I've seen in a long time, be able to come into a varsity level game for the first time and control the play wherever she was and at any moment. And I think without a doubt, I've seen Shannon just be the most aggressive player with her size and be able to just blow through anybody as much as she needed to. And it's just been really awesome to see, there's just a possibility for students who haven't always played a club sport for their whole time in their career, be able to actually find themselves coming and playing in college. So Shannon will be going to Iowa at CO College, and will be playing there with their team, and I'm so honored to see that you've made this transition and you're going to be playing there, and it's been so wonderful having you as a part of our team. And Shannon is by far the most compassionate person I think I've ever met. She always was the last one to leave the field, the first one there, and always offering to help anybody who needed it. And so your leadership is very well appreciated, Shannon, and I'm so excited to see all that you can do. Good job.
Hi, my name is Shannon Grogan. I'll be attending Co College in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, playing women's soccer. I would like to thank my dad for supporting me, driving me everywhere, and paying for all the gas bills and soccer expenses. I would also like to thank my mom for supporting me and going to my soccer games, even though she was busy all the time with work. I'd like to support all my high school coaches, Coach Conley, Coach Ricky, and Coach Martin, for supporting me through my high school career and encouraging me to get better. And I would also like to support my club coaches for doing the same.
Okay, so I'm just going to stay back here since my other players are here, and I just want to actually talk to you directly. So this is Catherine Kent. She has been a player on varsity for the last 3 years. She's been an incredible midfielder who's played and as well as jumped into any position that we possibly needed as a team. So injuries always happen throughout the season, but Catherine came back from a big injury that I thought would actually take her out for the season, but she was very diligent about her recovery, came back, I think, 3 games later after an ankle sprain, with it completely taped up and played one of her best games that she's played and scored a free kick from 35 yards out. So I just have to say, Kat is very tenacious, goes and gets it every single game that she's been at. You have been an incredible leader on our team, being a varsity captain this year. And I'm so excited that you get the chance to continue your career in soccer, because it would be a waste if you did not get to play again because you're so talented. So great job, Kat. Kat will be going to Whitworth College in Spokane, and we'll be playing there with them, hopefully in the midfield, I'm guessing, but the coach will put her wherever she needs to. And I also want to say about Kat's just ability to constantly be diligent in the classroom. While she was out there, I think Kat was the one who always was studying, always working on her school anytime that we traveled, and encouraged her other teammates to do the same. So super proud of you, Kat. Loved all that you do, and she's a killer whenever she comes to a free kick, so look out.
My name is Catherine Kent, and I'll be attending Whitworth University for soccer. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for always supporting me and letting me continue to play on for so many years. I wish the best for all of the South Kitsap future athletes.
Okay, and I have one more here in this section. Maya Foster is the one sitting to the left of Kat, and Maya is probably the most versatile player I think I've ever met. Anytime that I needed it, and I said, hey Maya, I'm gonna come to you today and say, I need you to play outside back, and Maya usually plays forward. And she'd be like, okay, coach, I'm a little bit nervous, but I can do it. Just tell me what I need to do. And she always, without a doubt, went in with 100%. And Maya, that is very, very special to have in a player. So I just want to condone you for being an excellent teammate, for being able to jump in for anywhere that your team needed you at any time, and not complaining once. You're just saying, I can do this, I know that I can. And Maya has also been just an incredible teammate who comes in with a smile, even when you know life is going hard. So just through the battle, I've seen you overcome adversity and everything that you've done. And I'm so excited that you get the chance to go off and play in college and continue your dream of being a college soccer player. So she's going to St. Martin's University in Lacey, I believe, and she will be playing there. And I'm so excited to see the way that you just go. And my favorite memory, I just have to say this about Maya this last season, was she came in and she scored her first goal with her left foot on our varsity team. She came over to the sidelines afterwards like, Coach, did you see me? I scored my left foot. I'm so excited. So I just know that Maya has so much that's going before her this time as she goes into St. Martin's. And I just am so incredibly excited for you and proud of you and all that you've done. So congratulations, Maya.
Hi, my name's Maya, and I'll be attending St. Martin's University in the fall to play soccer. I'd like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my brother, my best friend Jamie, and all the coaches I've had over my whole career. Thank you.
Well, I get the honor of speaking about Giselle Javier. Coach Linnell Vandenbos and Aaron Williams were unfortunately not able to make tonight. So I am going to read directly off what Coach Vandenbos shared with me. As a longtime coach, there are athletes that come along and leave a deeply positive impression on a program and you as a coach. Giselle Javier is definitely one of those athletes. I've had the pleasure of watching her grow over the past 4 years, not only as a dancer, but as a person and leader as well. She is by far one of the most dedicated and hardworking athletes I've ever worked with. Giselle is extremely dedicated, passionate, and driven. During the pandemic lockdown, she was always present and working hard during our virtual practices so she could come back stronger and prepared when we were allowed to be back in person. Her work ethic is inspiring and a true example for her teammates. I will miss her a ton and promise to try to remember to hydrate as much as possible, Giselle. Giselle made it a point to look out for her coaches as well as her teammates, including making sure coaches took water breaks as well. Giselle always strives to be her personal best on the floor, in the classroom, and truly leads by example. It was for this reason Giselle was selected to serve as a captain the past 2 years. I'm extremely proud of Giselle and am so excited to see what her future holds. I know she will do great things in this world, and I know she will succeed at whatever she puts her mind to. We can't wait to see you represent the Dogs at the University of Washington. Coach Linnell.
My name is Giselle Vier, and I will be attending University of Washington for dance. And I would like to thank my parents, my coaches, Linnell and Aaron, my cousin Meredith, my aunt Cherry Medina, and my teammates for always supporting me. And my hope for my teammates is to always go full out, have fun, and always remember where you came from.
I'd like to invite up former head coach, girls basketball, Anthony Lewis, and our girls basketball coaching staff. So Cassidy, CJ.
My first impression of Allie was last summer, the first open gym I went to see the girls play. I knew within minutes, that girl's my point guard, that's the leader, what's her name? Being a first-year coach, having someone like you to lean on, it was a blessing. You just made my job so much easier. I could rely on you at any given moment. You set a great example to everyone else in the basketball program, from varsity, JV, even the C team, with your hard work and your leadership and just the way you get after it and play the game. It was just awesome to see. You're going to kill it on and off the court in the future. Embrace the tough times and adversity of being a college athlete. It's extremely fun, but it's difficult. I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to kill it and you're going to be extremely successful. I'm proud of you, and thank you for everything you're able to do for me.
Hi, my name is Allie Loudermilk. I'm going to be going to South Puget Sound in the fall to play basketball. I'd like to take this time to thank my parents, my little brother, my coaches, grandparents, and everyone else who has always supported me. My hope for my teammates in school after I graduate is to never give up, be encouraging, and have fun.
Next up, I'd like to invite our wrestling coaching staff, Coach Connor Hartman, our head coach, and any of our assistants who are able to make it. Look at that hustle, man.
All right. Phil Chobot, man, what a ride. I am really beyond proud of Phil. Like so many of these other athletes, Phil has had a roller coaster, gone through some adversity with injuries, In fact, almost this exact time last year, had just torn his hamstring, had to have surgery, pretty extensive surgery, managed to come back, retore it in December, and then proceeded to win a state title. How amazing. Yeah. And what I can say is that the reason it happened, there's a couple things that happened. One is that Phil is just a force, and he treated it like his job to do everything in his power to try to get ready, and just the little details. It was inspiring to watch. Also, the support of his family, Melanie and Steve, just wonderful people. I am just so excited for all of you. Phil's going to go on to do incredible things at Arizona State, and we just couldn't be more proud. So congratulations, Phil.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Philip Chobot, and I will be attending ASU this fall. I'd like to thank all my teammates and coaches throughout these years who have pushed me further than I ever imagined I could go, and who have supported me no matter what. Special thanks to Coach Hartman and Coach Nass, and of course my parents who have put countless hours into helping me achieve this. My hope for my teammates after, okay, never mind, hold on, let me restart that. My hope for my teammates is for them to never give up and push themselves as far as possible. Thank you, everyone.
Coach Bill Conley with boys soccer.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here to represent boys soccer. First up is Parker Medina. I've had the pleasure of watching Parker play for the last 2 seasons. He's also a student of my class this year. In just my class, he's killing it. He's got like 100%. He's always on top of his assignments, and then when he's not on top of his assignments, we're just talking about soccer all the time. And it's about Premier League. Even though his team selection is questionable at best, we still have a great time talking about the game and absorbing what's happening throughout the sport. And anybody who's engaged with the sport outside of their play is always going to be so much better because they're keeping an eye on what other players are doing, and that's always going to benefit you. This past weekend we had our playoff game. It was a long slog down there, but we had 2 penalties called against us, and he saved them both. He's had a great season with us. He's been our captain for the varsity team. He's been great between the sticks. He's a great communicator, and that's the most important thing you can want from any athlete. So, Parker, congratulations, man. Earlman College in Indiana, Richmond, Indiana, 20 minutes from all my family, so I'll come visit you, buddy.
Hello, my name is Parker. I'll be attending Earlham College and playing soccer there in the fall. For the record, Conley's the one with the questionable team choice. But I'd like to take the time to thank my mom and my dad for countless hours driving me around and paying for soccer. And thanks to my brother, grandparents, coaches, and teammates as well. My hope for my teammates in school after I graduate is for us to continue working hard to succeed to the next level. Thanks for your support.
We'll keep you up here, Coach.
Okay, so I didn't know about any of this for Gabe. He's in my class this year for anatomy and physiology, and the best way to describe him is humble. I didn't know he played soccer. I didn't know that he was okay at soccer or anything like that, that he was into UW, none of that stuff until we get to the season. You guys know how good Gabe is? What? What do you mean? Oh, he's really, really good. And then so we get to tryouts and my head exploded. I've been watching high school athletes for girls and boys for the last 6 years, and I've never seen anybody dribble through players like they're ghosts or non-existent. I've never seen an athlete have four opposing players trailing him, trying to tackle him or get the ball off his feet because he dribbles past anybody like they're nothing. Very similar to Parker, me and Gabe talk about it all the time. Not so much like the league or anything like that, so I don't know who he supports, so I can't say if his choices are questionable or not. Is it Chelsea? Oh. Anyway, but he's also one of our varsity captains, but we're constantly talking about the team. What's happening on the team? What are things that we could do to improve? What are things that we could do to get better? What are we seeing on the field? What are we not seeing on the field? And we're constantly having those conversations throughout class. And again, those are the biggest attributes that you can always ask for any athlete is how are they thinking about the game when they're not playing it? And that shows that they're going to be really good at it at the upper levels as they go. So Gabe's committing to some university in Seattle, University of Washington. Gabe, I'm super proud of you, and I can't wait to see how far you go, bud.
Thank you, Coach Conley. That means so much. So my name is Gabe Fernandez, and I'll be attending UW in the fall to play soccer. I would like to take this time to thank my coaches, my trainers, my friends, my family, and just all the special people in my life. So thank you. My hope for my teammates is to continue to work hard, have fun, and continue to get those dubs. Thank you.
Coach Martin and Coach Ricky and Coach Conley back up with Ruby Serrato.
Yay, what a privilege to be able to speak about Ruby. Ruby is just an incredibly bright, wonderful woman who, anytime you see her smile, you're going to be smiling as well. You just have a beautiful smile that lights up the room. And anytime that I saw you laughing, the whole team would join in with you in a moment. So Ruby has also been a similar story of working her way up by tenacity and just being one of the most driven players that I've seen work through the program at South Kitsap. And Ruby, I've seen you go through lots of ups and downs, just like a lot of other athletes. So I think that ups and downs will prepare you for playing college soccer where you're going. I just want to say that Ruby came in with an injury of her knee that almost was going to take her out for the whole season this year before even tryouts happened. But instead, there was such a blessing that you were able to actually come back and play with us this season. And I saw you score one of the most epic header goals I think I've ever seen from a ball from Mal. So that goes down in my memory book forever. And I'm so excited to see all that you do as you go on to your next position here and playing in college. Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you so much, Coach. I really appreciate that. My name is Ruby Serrato, and I will be attending Centralia College to play soccer. I would like to take this time to thank my mom and dad for everything they've ever done for me and all the sacrifices, and my whole family for always supporting me, and all my coaches that I've had for making me the player that I am today. Thank you.
Inviting Coach Connor Hartman and Coach Will Gatlin back to speak about Mitchell Niner.
All right. A lot could be said about Mitchell Niner. One of the things I've noticed the most, and I want to make sure is clear, wrestling tournaments are very long. You often finish late in the evening. And you finish much later in the evening when the same kid tends to win Outstanding Wrestler at every tournament you go to. That's Mitchell Niner most of the time. Really proud of Mitchell. Mitchell's actually the first one in our program's history to win the Coach McGuire Award 3 times, which is kind of the total student athlete. We usually award it to seniors. Mitchell actually won it 3 times because he was everything we looked for to be a leader on our team. Really, one of the best things about Mitchell is how he is as a teammate, not just how incredible he is as an athlete. He would, on his days off, he would actually go to JV tournaments and take photographs of the kids competing. I just thought it was a great example, and it demonstrates his character. It's going to take him to the next level. Mitchell just cares about all the little details. He'll do everything that they ask of him. I think the best is yet to come for Mitchell. And to say that after being a two-time state champion says a lot. So, Mitchell, congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Mitchell Niner, and I will be attending California Baptist University in the fall for wrestling in the Division I Big 12 Conference. I would like to take this time to thank my parents, coaches, friends for all their undevoted support. To name off a few names, Coach Ty Michelson, Coach Hartman, and Coach Nass for helping me being morphed into the wrestler that I am today. And my hope for my teammates in school after I graduate is enjoy the sport while you still can. Enjoy the weight cuts. Enjoy the grueling workouts and the long car rides, because you'll miss it whenever you're done.
I'd like to invite up Coach Marcus Logue and the baseball staff. Coach Logue will be bragging about Caden Eklund here.
Good evening. First and foremost, thanks to all the parents and families. We staff members, coaches, teachers get to be with this group of kids every day, and they're amazing. So congrats to everybody here tonight. This is awesome. They've done a great job, and you've done a great job. Caden Eklund. As a baseball coach, I have a lot of youth coaches and dads that tell me before a kid gets in high school that this kid can hit a ball a mile. And when Caden came in as a freshman, we were taking BP during tryouts, and he connected with a few balls. And I was like, oh, he can hit it a mile. And Caden, he was on varsity as a freshman. We knew his talent. He's one of the best first baseman catchers we've ever had come through our program defensively. He can play both first base and catch. He caught for us this whole season, did an amazing job, and obviously he can hit the ball a mile. This past Friday, we played Gig Harbor. He threw out two of their players that were stealing pretty consecutively, and a couple of our players in the dugout say, obviously Gig Harbor's not in our league because they should know not to run on Caden. And in our league, all the coaches know when he's behind the plate, you don't steal on him because he's going to throw you out. He has such a strong arm, and he's so physically capable, and just he's a hoss of a baseball player. And so he's had a great career here at South Kitsap. I went home Friday night after our game and asked my wife how we're going to replace Caden. I just don't know how we're going to do it because he's just an amazing leader. He's humble. He's a great teammate. He loves his teammates, and so we're going to miss him dearly, but we look forward to everything he's going to do at Edmonds. We know he's going to be successful and beyond there. And so he's got the type of bat to be a Division I guy. I know he's going to work hard, and if he wants that dream, he'll make it happen. So congrats, Caden Eklund.
My name is Caden Eklund, and I'll be attending Edmonds College to play baseball. I'd like to take this time to thank my entire family for the constant support throughout my career, and another thank you to my coaches that have taught me more than just the game. I wouldn't be where I am without all of you. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Coach Bill Conley back up. Luke Ellis with boys soccer.
Another player with questionable team allegiance choices at best, but what are you going to do? Last Wednesday night, we played a really intense game at Rogers High School. It was called off because of lightning and some weird rules relating to lights and things like that. And so we weren't able to finish that game, take the bus ride home, go home. And I'm just laying in bed because I'm trying to figure out how are we going to tackle the next couple nights. 11:59, I think, p.m., my phone goes off, got an email from Luke. And it's some of the boys, and they'd been talking over the group chat for the rest of the evening because they were frustrated. They wanted to go out and try and recoup the rest of that game, but they were told no, they couldn't do it. And so they were trying to figure out the best way that we can move forward, because we had a play-in game the following night where we had to travel to Olympia, and that would be what got us to the postseason. That was this game. And so they talked about it. They decided they wanted to try a different formation. And so the next day on the bus and before the game, we talked it out. How do we want to do it? And it was because of that and some of the ideas from some of our other players that we ended up winning that play-in game. And that's what got us to Union High School on Saturday. Luke is someone who was thinking about the game constantly. He did it the year before when he was in my anatomy class, and it was the same situation as the other two boys. We're always talking about it, always ribbing each other about team selections and things like that. But Luke takes the game seriously in how he thinks about it. And if he gets frustrated, it's because he cares about the game and how it works out. During tryouts this year, during one of our short-sighted games, while I was watching him compete, I saw him helping mentor some of the C team players and helping them get better. And as a coach, that's all you could ever want. A program is fine when you break them off into C, JV, and varsity, but if you have players on the varsity level that are willing to reach down and help out and give advice to the younger players who we're hoping are going to eventually fill those shoes one day, that is the greatest connection you could ever ask for. Winning is great, losing is awful, but at the same time, if you're building those connections between the varsity senior athletes and the incoming freshmen, that's a win all in itself. So Luke, thank you for everything you did for the program. I'm proud of you, and good luck, man.
Good evening. My name is Luke Ellis, and I will be attending Thomas More University in Kentucky in the fall. I'll be playing soccer there. I'd like to take this time to thank my parents, coaches, trainers, teammates, and friends and everyone who supported me in the journey. It hasn't been the easiest, definitely been ups and downs, but got through it in the end. My hope for my teammates and school after I graduate, for my team, believe in each other, don't always get down on each other, and try to get more wins next year, please. And for school, just keep going and keep believing in our athletes and get another state championship in a sport soon. So yeah, thank you very much.
Jesse with OPG is here. Thank you, Jesse. He will be posting photos online of tonight's event. I want to thank him. And that concludes our program for the evening. I want to thank you all for coming and supporting our student athletes, families, coaching staff, for all of the hard work that everybody has put in. This is quite an accomplishment. And to have this many young student athletes heading on to the next level is really exciting and hopeful. So thank you all again for coming. Student athletes, before you take off, I'd like to do one more group photo, and then we'll have all families and coaches. So one big group photo, families, coaches, student athletes, but let's get the student athletes out here first for one more round of applause for all their hard work. We'll have them. Go ahead.